Yeah. Uh, Everyone wants to go to heaven, but none of them wants to die. That's a sentence I was thinking about for many years already. It is sung by Peter Tosh, and I somehow today I had an epiphany, and now we know what an epiphany is. It's like having a glimpse into the occult. So, everyone wants to go to heaven, and none of them wants to die. This is basically somehow the same principle as we have in nowadays science. Everybody wants to know, but none of them agrees of being wrong, which is the first step in achieving new knowledge. If you can let go of an old paradigm which doesn't work, which has no proof or whatsoever, you have to let it go and embrace some new theory, which is fact based and proven in laboratory, and it is scalable, and it has also the aspect of predictability. It can predict things. And it's about the same principle. Everybody wants to know, but still they are tapping in the dark, and which is really sad. Because if you think about it, consensus theory about cosmology or basically whatever, it's about 95% of everything is either dark or it's just not there. A vast plane of nothingness fills everything. Everything is just so isolated. Nothing has anything to do with anything, and just stuff which happens is just random occurrences which are baffling scientists and put them back to the drawing board. Maybe they should stop drawing and start to see with their own eyes the things which all already there have been there for always, for billions and billions and billions of years. Why do they need a drawing board to? What for? Figuring or like having some new conclusions about wrong stuff? Black hole, supermassive black hole, a bright black hole, 75,000 bright black holes. What? This doesn't sound to me like anyone has thought about it. You know? It just doesn't make sense to tell anyone that we have found a bright black hole. It just doesn't. It's an oxymoron. Or a black hole exploding, it cannot explode because it would implode, according to their own theories. So, everyone wants to go to heaven, but none of them wants to die. Metaphorical speaking, you could somehow put the word dying also in another phrase, which would be, I was wrong. Most of the things I learned are in a way wrong because, first of all, they are not connected. Like if in school someone ever would have told me, do you know that human history, it doesn't matter how far back you go, humans are really dependent on the weather. They just, no one told me. It would have mm, give the whole history lessons in school a whole new drive. That, yeah, there was a famine, there was a revolution, there was stuff going on, wars and all these kind of things. Did the weather have anything to do with that? Or you have geography in school, you know where London is, where Paris is, where New York is, and Botswana. But no one told you about somehow, like, if there has been some connection, it has been through war, probably. What's the reason for the war? Why some country wanted to have more? Couldn't they feed the population so they needed more farmland or something? Could the weather changes have any influence? Did the weather change in the past? Before we had facilities who create CO2 and cars which blow CO2 and these kind of things. The CO2 contained in the atmosphere has been much higher in the times of the dinosaurs. Then it went down and now it's creeping up again. Did the dinosaurs have cars? How could ancient people predict eclipses? Many people are totally in awe when they realize that, yeah, those Mesopotamian people from really long time ago and all the other ancient cultures in the Americas, in Africa, China, what have you, they knew all kinds of things about celestial bodies, eclipses, farming, mathematics, philosophy. They built pyramids and all these kind of things, which no one today could imagine building. Or if it would cost so much, it would be no possibility. No one has the money to build it. And why to build a pyramid in the first place? Nowadays? What would be the reason? Why did the people in the ancient build pyramids? If you are into electric universe, electrical geology, you have probably heard about tetrahedrons, which are this kind of triangle shaped buttresses, mountains. You can find thousands of them on every continent. In different sizes, some are the sizes of mountains and some are just really small. But the shape and the way they came into existence has been the same. So I thought that after everything was over, we have the solar cycles and these kind of things. We are up to the next 12,000 year cycle, and which are culminating all the other cycles. When the people crawled out of their caves and they watched around, they saw the whole landscape full with tetrahedrons. Everything, everywhere was like triangles. We got fresh mountain ranges and all these kind of things. So maybe they thought that, check it out, maybe we have to build the perfect mountain. Totally triangular. In order to show the gods that they don't have to come back and make it again because many people died. So if we can show the gods that we humans can build the perfect mountain, the gods won't have to come back because they see, check it out, they learned how to build. Everyone wants to know, but no one wants to agree of being wrong or admit that, yeah, actually, I am not that open-minded. And I'm probably scared of being too open-minded. Because if I'm too open-minded, I might lose my job. Because you don't fit anymore in the paradigm. The funny principle that people have basically no specific education for the job. You don't have to study many years in some university in order to get above it. You just become a politician. And after that, you have the possibility to adjust the money flow into certain institutions, universities, and these kind of things without any education. I don't know if there's any university in the whole world where you can study to become a politician. What does it mean being a politician? Having the responsibility and back in the old days, there has been the elders who were somehow always asked about if there was something that what they think would be the best thing to do because they had experience. You don't need any experience or an open mind or being wise to lead. Which is somehow a little bit strange. Everyone wants to go to heaven, but none of us wants to die. And keep also in mind that you can die in a million ways. The physical is just one of them. So, I'll probably leave it here. I got a little bit off track. Thanks. Bye.